One. We return to that humble home in the suburb, prepping Legends of Luxuria's cartridge as the TV screen flickers back to the title screen, where the once burning visage behind the words is still incredibly damaged, but with the flames gone. Continue.
Continue.
Who has the controller? Oh, found it! I hit the confirm button.
Grab.
I don't like that.
As the title screen shifts, once again, instead of finding its way to the humble JJ Cricket, we once again join our villains, this time upon the shores of the Dwarven Kingdom, where Guinevere is already finding herself within a very violent grasp of her Rakshasa companion. You had the gall to summon me there to pick up your pieces, and we don't even have facts. Why do you continually manage to disappoint me? I saw you take the artifacts from them. Why is this all of a sudden my fault? He drops her violently on the ground. It's not going to be easy to get more artifacts. So unless you have a plan to lure those fools here and claim what I gave you in the first place back, then I suggest you start groveling and begging. Can't we just get new ones? If you're going to demand a new set of artifacts that will not be easy for me to produce, then you better be ready to offer something very personal in exchange. As much as I'm quite confident that I could kill them and take the artifact back, we don't have the luxury of time to try to bait a bunch of mortals into this trap. The last thing I'm wanting to do is keep your Rakshasa waiting. I suppose you at least have some of your wits about you. If that is the case, what are you willing to sacrifice to ensure that you have more to attain your goal? What do I have that you would desire? How about this? When all of this is said and done, when you have obtained your power and are satisfied with the destruction you have unleashed, I will be claiming your soul, and you will be joining me within the plane of torment. If you allow this, I will obtain more relics from my home for you to utilize. Do we have a deal? She stands there fidgeting for a while before clearing her throat and looking up at him. If it means that I can obtain the power I rightfully deserve, if that's what it's gonna take, I'll take the risk. Excellent. And he snaps his fingers, and you see pillars of fire erupt around Guinevere, leaving a permanent mark like a chain that wraps around the length of her right arm. Consider that your warning to ensure you keep your end of the bargain. I shall return within a few of your mortal days' times with more relics. Until then, I suggest you do as you've told me you will, and make more plans. The dwarves aren't just going to let you waltz right into their ley line nexus, now will they? He says with a grin as he snaps his fingers and causes a flaming portal to appear behind him, retreating to the plane of torment where he once came from. Guinevere left standing there, now branded, knowing that she has just sacrificed her soul for the power that she desires, looks off into the mountains where the dwarves reside and lets out a sigh. I suppose it was always inevitable that this would happen when dealing with Rakshasa. But I will not let that stop me. And she saunters off, but the camera does not follow her. Instead, it returns to the humble church building in which the party resides, who are recovering from their wounds. Go ahead and have 2 Fabula points, everybody, for that.
Yay!
2!
Dos.
2.
So, is the church leader here?
At the moment, she is out on the town helping with repairs and helping people evacuate or set to sea. But some of the other priests and priestesses that were helping heal the wounded are still in the building with you.
Is it morning?
So yeah, that's break of a new dawn, new morning.
Okay, I will round up the other party members and be like, let's go into the town and see if we can help. And then let's try to restock on potions and stuff.
Bloop should do return of thing.
Oh yes, we will return to the ley line soon, but let's take care of what we need here first.
Okay.
Any disagreements, Lothar Band? This is a democracy, you know.
Bloop's just gonna climb into a bucket.
Blue shoe is just upside down, waving at you.
Summer is going to pick up Bloop in the bucket, and it's really heavy, and she's like anime struggling. And then Sparkle comes over and helps her. Yes, let's all pick up Bloop and bring her along with us. If there's no disagreements, let's head out, Lothar Band, into the town.
Okay. Yeah.
Is Corey with us?
Corey's with you.
Okay, just making sure.
And
Never know
the
with her.
party's all in, and the party's all in agreement to see where you can help around town.
Yeah.
Shu kind of doesn't have a choice because until we help, Shu is just debuffed at the moment.
Okay, as you leave the church and set out into town, you can see that while some repairs that were rather light were taken care of through the night, the damages and the destruction is still very much fresh, and a lot of buildings and shops are just completely destroyed with rubble all over, practically coating the streets. There are several priests, priestesses, officers, and construction workers all running about doing their best to help, doing their best to focus work or get people out of the way. You can see that there are several ships at dock, all of whom are taking in people who just want to get the hell out of here now. It's chaos in the sense of trying to do too much at once to solve too many problems.
Okay. I'll just. Is there any bodies?
Uh, at present, you do not see any. It looks as though they were taken care of by the church.
Lothar Band, I had an idea. Why don't we play our song, the special song, to help brighten the mood? Oh, look at you.
In the background, just with a huge sigh of relief, like, oh my god, he gets it. That sounds like a great idea, Lothar.
Over here, I think we can use this as stage. And we start, unless anybody objects, we start setting up.
Shu just eagerly helps move all the equipment around, just using their magic as best they can to get everyone in place. You kind of like see just several skeletal mage hands.
Yeah, it takes a bit, as there's very little here that isn't demolished and damaged. But you are able to get a fairly worthy stage set up given the circumstances.
I would like to argue that I have an item on me that can amplify music when we perform, so the whole town can hear it. So I don't have to spend IP on it. I just have it. Because that would make sense for my adventurer.
Yeah, I'll say that Lothar would probably carry something like that.
Some kind of
Yeah,
Magitech
so-
amplifier.
Yeah, loudspeaker.
Yeah.
And I guess this will be a group will check.
I will lead.
Okay.
That's one of my 10D. So, it's up to you
This
guys.
is one of my
I have a
one.
D10 too.
Yeah, this is my D6.
Bloop might not be of much help here, but we shall
Oh,
see.
I'm going the wrong place.
Loop doesn't help. Zax helps.
So that's +1 from Athur. +2 thanks to
Arjun
Corey.
helps.
Sorry, I was replying to something.
Alright. I'll spend a fabulous point and invoke my bond with Shiny Plate Man.
Okay, so
And
that's
so
+4.
that makes it a
Okay.
success.
So you get a +4, Lothar.
Will roll +4. Submit. 15. I'll take a 15.
All right.
You know what? I have the fabulous points. I'm gonna boost that up. Let's see. Character. I'll do Bloop because she used a fabulous point on me. I'll use a fabulous point on her. So that makes it 16, which is the hardest DC. And the whole town can hear it. And we're doing the reverse song to give people energy.
Yeah. Or,
Would you like-
as Shu and Bloop would call it, the proper song.
So,
Yes.
I think you were starting to say something, Olivia, and then you cut out.
sorry, my mic did the thing again. I was asking
Congratulations.
if you'd like to bump that to a 17 because I could also help with that as well.
Oh,
Entirely up to you.
We only need a 16. That's the highest DC.
yeah.
Unless it's
Okay.
custom DC.
No,
Besides
no
red, of
custom
course.
DC here. Yeah,
Okay.
you're able to
We
put
perform
on a
the song. Yeah,
very
go
good
on.
performance.
Mhm.
And even though there are still a lot of people going back and forth doing what they can to stay busy and help, a crowd does gather, and you can tell that your music has done a lot to sway the nerves from the recent days' events.
It's not really tasteful, but Summer Sparkle will have a merch stand and have a tip only if you can, if you really can afford it, sign. Because there was just a tragedy here.
Athur would notice that one of the people in the crowd is Headmaster Abram.
From the college?
Yeah. College headmaster is out and about, it would seem.
That's the guy we talked to last time?
Yeah, the one that you guys went to when you were at the college.
Okay.
I want to put in something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, Bloop would usually be the answer for performances. For the song, she's actually like sort of half singing, half humming out the beat to the song. And as the song goes on, Shu and Thor, who has had their runes traced on them, would kind of feel them pulse like a heartbeat during the song.
Ooh.
Okay. Actually, I like
Does
that a lot.
Summer and Sparkle make any tip or merchant sales? Merchant?
That's fucked up.
Hey,
I
there's a
mean,
sign saying tip only if you can afford it. So just, they're being respectful, but it is a business.
I am
no,
intrigued
they
during
don't really get anything.
That's fine.
that. I am gonna say during the song, the band probably wouldn't have noticed, but over time, Shu definitely made their way into the sky as they played, just because there's a lot of souls, man. We don't need that on the stage. So there's probably some really bright blue light just in the sky, but Shu is just doing their best to keep the focus on the band while they're doing this.
Mhm. Okay. Afterwards, we'll adjust the crowd and say, everybody, I'm glad you enjoyed the performance. Now, this town has been hit by a disaster, and the Lothar brand was here to protect you. But you come together and unite as one people and become stronger after this tragedy. Sorry for all the lives lost, but we will pursue ahead.
You get some applause and approval from the people, though you can tell some of them are still just, the tragedy is still just too fresh on their minds. They can't bring a smile on their face.
Shell shock.
There's a part of me that is terrified that Lothar brand is gonna be like the Mr. Beast of the music world. Just show up after a tragedy, clean up the mess, and slap our logo all over the place. Don't forget, we helped clean up all this.
The headmaster of the Mystic Rose Academy will stay behind as the crowd starts to disperse and look up at the stage at Thor and give a slight smile, seeing his student had survived.
Thur will give the slightest of head bow acknowledgments, knowing that this is not the time for frivolity.
No need to be so formal for the time being, Athur. I can understand the benefit of a raised morale given the circumstances. However, I did also come here on more professional matters. What did you discover as a result of this tragedy? We must
Sadly,
know what Guinevere is doing.
not as much as I would have liked. I can't say anything without doubting what I saw, at least slightly. I haven't been of quite the right mind as of late.
I suppose such an event would likely scar many.
Guinevere, we saw her at the ley line. She had some artifacts, and she was poisoning the ley lines. And we have to return the ley lines. We managed to get one of the artifacts, but she's responsible for the attack on the city and tampering with the ley lines.
These are indeed some serious accusations.
We saw her with our own two eyes.
Bloop pulls the artifact out of herself.
The headmaster immediately shifts his eyes to the artifact. Now, what is this curious thing?
It is what Mean Lady was doing for draining the ley line thingy. We need to return the energy that's in this back to the ley line.
He gives it a cursory glance, sort of walking about Bloop, looking it up and down, trying to pinpoint anything that looks familiar about it to him. And after doing a full rotation, he just kind of takes his glasses off, puts out a sigh, and says, whatever that is, does not look like anything of any human record.
Could be something of the red horny things.
The
A real bit.
creatures who attacked, I'm afraid, are creatures that our academy has no record on.
Well, mean lady called a big giant horny guy that tried to take the artifacts away from us. And we managed to snag one back out of its grasp before he went into red fire thingy.
Can someone with a more eloquent vocabulary perhaps explain what has just been spoken?
Yes. Are you familiar with the band Ocean's Wave or something like that?
The
The
ocean's gray
Gypsy.
wave.
Yeah. They
I am
were
afraid I
in.
was not intimately familiar with the participants outside of your entourage.
Okay. Well, they had a piece of the song that drained people's spirits, and it put fellow band members in the hospital. And they were in cahoots with Guinevere. And at the ley line, that band and Guinevere was using this artifact to drain it, and we defeated her. So she scattered the artifacts to the city. We went back to the city, found two of the artifacts, but were caught up in combats with the Rakshasa and Guinevere, and they took the artifacts back. And when they were leaving, we managed to get one more artifact. Well, Bloop did, and we have to return this to the ley line.
And Bloop's already shoved it back into her face.
Fascinating indeed. Whatever these Rakshasa creatures are, I'd wager they're not quite done yet.
Do we get to shoot something yet?
Not yet. No, the next part of our quest is to find a way to stock up back on our potions and gear and whatnot, resupply, and then we will head to the ley line. And then we'll go from there.
So a market. You want to go to a marketplace full of lots of people and money. I like this plan.
You'll find no such here.
Well, this place sucks.
Well, we'll look around town, see if there's any way we can restock our gear. If not, then we'll just head to the ley line.
And try to remember, pirate, that this place was just attacked and demolished by otherworldly creatures.
Wait,
That we
you
took
said
care of
pirate.
for you?
Why are you calling Corey a pirate? She's my security officer.
Yeah. Learn the
I
difference.
am merely addressing her as she herself is dressed.
Oh,
That is
She's
not
dressed like
the
a pirate.
attire.
Are you saying I have it coming because of the way I'm dressed?
If you were actually a security guard, you'd be dressed far more professionally.
Well, we met her on the beach. But anyways,
That open your gate.
Corey here. We'll get her a uniform, but she's my security officer, at least for now. Did you sign that contract yet?
What contract? What? Huh?
The contract Summer gave to you. Did you sign it yet?
Oh, it's in review. We're in the final stages. It'll get done.
Okay.
You don't need to worry yourself, Lothar.
You can't get paid, and you can't be official member of the Lothar brand until you sign that contract. So make sure you do.
Of course. Come on now. Who doesn't want to be a part of the Lothar brand? And this
Oh my
guy
God,
right here is
Lothar!
definitely not showing you respect. You're going to have to do something about him.
This is not the time to argue. If we're going to do that, then let's at least do this privately.
Athor, may I speak with you a moment?
I was hoping that you would ask.
Bucket.
And he will
Okay.
slowly lead you away from the rest of the party, pulling you behind a ruined building.
Is that your bucket, Bloop?
Bloop's already in her bucket.
If Guinevere has truly done what they say she has done, then she has become a greater threat than I ever could have possibly imagined. Do you truly believe that these people stand any chance of stopping her?
To refer to my bond of inferiority to Guinevere and say, not on their own. No. I am certainly not powerful enough to best Guinevere on my own, even with these friends that I've collected. They're being dragged into this. They're not. None of us are trained for it, really. I don't think that we stand a chance until we know more. About her. About her plans. About who's truly backing her. Because it doesn't seem like any of those that we've met so far have been able to interfere with what Guinevere has decided to do. And I'm not exactly sure what her plan is. She seems to be taunting me in addition to everything else, along with some great plan that I'm only glimpsing now. I don't know.
If your
if I had to,
rivalry
I would say
is
no. They are not ready.
if the rivalry between you two is still a factor even now, even when she is threatening our entire world, then regardless of whether you trust that this Lothar brand can face her, this may be our best opportunity to learn. If she is still taunting you even now, then there is still a part of her that is still trying to one-up you, still trying to surpass you, and still trying to prove a point to you. You may be the only one who can truly find out what it is she's plotting, if that is the case. Even someone like her, who has dedicated herself to finding the odd points of the rose, is still acting on patterns that are recognizable. Use those, Athur. Use those to figure out what is going on.
It is unfortunate, but I do believe that you're right. If I'm only to be a distraction in this, so that her dark plans can be learned, then the world will be better off, to be sure.
While you're doing so, make sure you ever keep a sharp eye on the one they call Bloop.
Why?
There is something about her. She holds the key to something that I do not know. Some door will open because of her. That much is clear just based on what's written upon the core that floats within her.
You've deciphered some of it?
Only bits and pieces, I am afraid.
Then tell me. I must know.
The lines that are depicted upon her core have far too many similarities to the global ley line map And he will pull out a parchment showing what is thus far still technically an incomplete version of the Mystic Rose's attempt to map all the ley lines across Luxuria. And at multiple points along her core, they resemble perfectly what we have mapped out. But they branch off in ways that does not match what we have recorded. If that is the case, I believe that there is much of the ley lines we've yet to discover.
As depicted on this parchment, is it a two-dimensional map according to our previous understanding of the world? Or is this a three-dimensional map?
He has presented you a three-dimensional map.
This makes sense then. How we've depicted things before has been based upon a plane. Some of these paths that we've depicted in our quests before, if the theory that our world is a globe is true, and you appear to be a proponent of it now, then some of the paths that we have found, the ley lines, could be connecting to each other and we didn't even think of it until now. Some of these paths might not be straight paths at all, but only straight from a certain viewpoint, while they might make circles.
If Guinevere is trying to poison the ley lines, as your friend suggested, I fear she may be becoming aware of this herself.
I certainly hope not, because all of our magic, all that we've explored, all that we've done so far, has been based upon the plane and the mystic rose that lies upon that plane. If there's even greater magic that is based upon the sphere, then we know almost nothing of it. The advantage is that Guinevere probably doesn't either. So we have time.
I hope you are right, and I hope you are able to make good use of that time to ensure that not only do we come to a greater understanding of what really connects our world and the rose, but also that you can ensure whatever Guinevere is plotting does not finalize.
Is this the only copy of the parchment that you've created?
I can produce another in time, but the recent destruction and tragedy has pulled me away from my desk.
I will need a copy of this. In our travels, it's entirely possible that we may discover some of the secrets of the global ley lines that have yet been undiscovered and disconnected. If we can discover this before Guinevere does, then we will have an advantage. I'll have to procure a globe to write the paths upon them. It'll make our search easier and more informative. Even though some of the ley lines don't travel in straight lines. We know that now because of the presence of the globe. Some of these have to be circles. It's revolutionary, really.
The headmaster will roll up the map and attempt to hand it to you. This will serve you better than I at this time. I cannot leave the academy. Not now.
I know, but this is the only copy. Are you certain that you could stand to lose this research?
It is valuable research. That is certain. But if there's one thing you must come to understand now that stakes have been raised, is that sometimes one must be willing to sacrifice research in order to serve the betterment of our world. If I am correct and you are the key to unraveling Guinevere's plot, it is far more essential that you carry this map than I.
Wait, me? We were talking about Bloop being the answer to everything, to being the key.
Bloop is her own key to something I don't understand yet. Your role is quite clear to me, however. Guinevere's pettiness towards you remaining even after all of this plotting and scheming and destruction tells me all I need to know on that regard. You are her tie to her past, to her humanity, to her vulnerabilities.
Oh, I see. So I am not meant to defeat her, but to draw her out. I see.
If you can defeat her in the process, that will be all the better. But even just drawing her out would be enough for us to learn what's really going on here and start to unravel the web.
Runic, when Bloop was in her runic state, she said something to me. That we have a role, individually, a title. She called me the Scholar. There is a problem with this, however. If I am to become powerful enough to face Guinevere, then I may need to go through the process of becoming a warlock. I do not want to do this, because I know what happens to them. Those who follow the patterns and sink into the powers of the warlock, they rarely return as the people that they were. They become violent and grim. I don't
It is
want
at
to
this
do
point that I must perhaps now be honest about something. There is another reason why I believe that you are the key to unraveling Guinevere's plot, and why your worries about the path to becoming a warlock are not quite as black and white as you might have once thought them to be. I followed that path once, Azor.
You? But you're clearly not as forceful or as intense as the warlocks typically present themselves. You took the warlock training?
Oh yes, I was quite adamant and stubborn about it in my younger years. It was the whole reason I initially trained in the arts of the Mystic Rose. I wanted the power it promised. It was only later in life that I started to see beyond that.
I see.
But that is why I bring this up. The power of a warlock in and of itself is not evil. All magic is neither good nor bad. It simply exists as a means for us to do what we normally could not as mere humans. What truly decides such, whether you could be considered good or bad, is how you choose to wield it. One can become a warlock and still have their morality and mind intact. I am living proof of that testament.
Well, certainly. I respect your professionalism and restraint as a headmaster. I always have. But I heard a piece of the song, Master. The true song. It was incomplete, and even then, it tempted me to lay down everything, including my life, to follow it. It was a pattern so compelling that I was willing to give up everything that I've learned or hoped to be. This is why I'm afraid, Headmaster. I'm afraid of the powers within the pattern that can drive a person mad. I feel that I'm vulnerable to this somehow, and I am afraid.
You have every right to be afraid. It is a fear we all face as wielders of the Mystic Rose. However, there's one thing you must always keep in mind. No matter what power tries to drown you, and that is that unless you seek power for power's own gain, you can never truly lose yourself. Hold on to something. Find a cause, a person, a belief. Anything that drives you to become stronger, not simply for the sake of the strength itself. That will be your crutch and your anchor in times where you feel you are losing all semblance of self.
I think I'm beginning to see the pattern, Headmaster. And I know who I need to talk to. Thank you. I was concerned that the pattern could swallow me, as it has some of the researchers who have sought the meaning between the spaces and between the lines. And they found madness. The warlocks that have cast these magics and been swallowed up by that power. I think I see their mistakes now.
I would know I made those same mistakes myself once. I trust you will be able to make good on not repeating them.
Yes. But I still must examine the pattern. This grand design that is unfolding before us. We need to find a way to stop this evil that's coming. I have the awful feeling that it is not merely living things that seek this grand pattern, but something deeper, something darker, something more elemental, something that could ruin everything. What do you know of Valfane?
I am afraid I don't have much to offer you on that subject.
I see. I'll have to seek him out. Valfane may know something. Or at least he may have been misled by incomplete information, but he may know more than we do. There are others who know of the grand design, and an attempt to disrupt it. An attempt to steal it for simplistic, selfish aims. Perhaps Valfane is not the simplistic zealot that he seems.
I shall entrust you to gather that information. I shall also entrust you to ensure that these comrades of yours will be ready to face the trials ahead.
So, you trust them? Even though I do not?
I do not trust most of them. But they have fought alongside you and survived a great tragedy just this past night. There has to be a reason that they came out unscathed.
And they should not have. It's strange. They are of strange personalities, difficult to work with, unfocused, and without any great plan to them. They act in the moment. I am familiar with the threads that run along the lines, the threads of our lives that are internal chaos and sometimes selfishness, yes, but I somehow believe in them, even though I do not trust them to see what I see. I still believe in them all the same. Is that strange?
The headmaster merely smiles at you and says, "It is not so strange. Go, return to them. Help them see what you see. I have other matters to attend to now."
Then, yes, I will take my leave. And I hope that I can see things before it's too late.
He will give a nod of his head and saunter off, leaving you with the three-dimensional map of the ley lines.
I shall have to recreate this. I need a globe. Lothar?
Yes, what do you want, Arthur?
We're looking for a specific item now. Uh, a sphere of any make or size. He puts his steepled hands together in a circle, forming a globe with his fingers. Something about this size that we can keep and carry with us, and a stand to hold it. I've just been given something important by the college. Our knowledge of the ley lines has changed dramatically. I'll need to explain this, but I need the equipment first. We need it crafted somehow. And we need to
like
do
this? And
before we do anything else.
I'm gonna spend 2 inventory points to pull out a sphere object.
Something just like that. What is that?
I'm not sure. I picked it up a while back in Harmonia. It looked pretty,
In
so I
Harmonia?
kept it in my pocket this whole time. Yes, in Harmonia.
Oh, well, it seems to be unadorned, and so I'll have to examine it to make sure that it doesn't have any resonances. Resonances are very bad for imbuing an object. If an object has a clear resonance, it will distort the pattern. If it has no resonance, then I will imprint this map upon it that I've been given by the headmaster of the College of the Mystic Rose. I need to talk to Shu also.
Okay. Well, here. Take it.
Thank you, Lothar. I also need to talk to you about the Lothar brand. Well,
Here comes Summer and Sparkle.
I didn't understand this before, but I think that, well, I signed this out of obligation so that we could find out what was happening to the ley lines and to win the contest. But the contest isn't happening now. It's been destroyed. So, technically, the terms of the contract have run out. I'd like to re-sign with the Lothar brand until we find out more about these new ley line patterns. I don't know how to explain this, and it isn't logical since you don't have any real understanding of how things are truly connected. But you have a spirit that's powerful enough that I do need to rely on you when the time comes that I'm not so strong myself.
Yes, talk to Summer Sparkle. Yes, Luther. And get the contract. Luther wants to re-sign for another gig.
That may
Luther!
be, and that may also be true for Corey and others as well, since the technicality of signing until the contest is over has clearly expired.
Well, clearly.
So want to know more about the songs that you've made and the places that you've been. There may be clues elsewhere. I'm starting to believe that we've all come from unique places for specific reasons, and that our pasts may hold clues and keys to our futures and the places we may need to go.
Well, think plan now is to search the town to restock our inventory.
Yes. And as we start to walk, have you made? I'll need to know a lot more about your music. If I'm going to perform the Mystic Rose in time with your music, then I'll need to listen to more of it, not merely for the beat or the parts of the song. I'm not a musician. You'll need to explain the components of music to me, so that I can play along more effectively with the pattern that you've tried to create.
Well, Lothar's Got Blues is follows the circle of fifths but backwards, and the circle of fifths is when on a stringed instrument, if you go 2 frets down and 1 string over, that's a fifth. But if you go 1 string over on the same fret, that's also a fifth. And if you follow the circle of fifth backwards, it makes a pattern.
I don't understand any of that. But Shu has a stringed instrument, and I know that you do. Perhaps the two of you could teach me.
Perhaps.
Almost
Music
on
is a
cue
lot.
of you saying that, Shu kind of just floats down. It's like, hi.
Music has a
Trying to
lot
play
of
it.
mathematics in it, Arthur. You would like it.
Mathematics? Music has
Yes,
mathematics in it? I
of
don't
course.
understand.
Most of the timings of songs are 4x4. That's 4 measures with 4 beats per measure. It's a timing thing.
Measure. Timing?
Yes. Some songs are written in different time keys, but most songs are 4x4. And there's a major scale. It's 2.5, 3.5. On a string instrument, you go 2 whole steps down and then a half step, and then 3 whole steps down, and then a half step. That's the major scale. And you can start that pattern from any fret on the board. That'll give you a different key.
Key. A key. Music has keys.
Yes.
This might be part of the solution that I've been looking for. So now that we know that, you'll have to explain what a step is. There's a lot to take in, and numbers that don't immediately make sense in patterns yet. Can you explain while we restock our gear?
Sure.
I certainly hope that there are shops that have been undamaged. So it feels almost like we're taking from the people, but if we do spend our coin here, then perhaps it will help to revitalize this center of the Artisan Islands.
Lothar Brand Gather. I want to get accounting of funds. How much money do we have? Daddy Lothar is broke right now.
Blue raises a
I'm
hand
sorry,
for
what?
Daddy Lothar.
Oh my god.
Blue raises a tentacle from her bucket.
Yes, Bloop?
What's funds?
The shiny coin things you like to eat.
Oh, Blue has none.
So we got 0 for Bloop. How much do you have, Chew?
Shu just tilts her head. Well, per my contract, all of my funds are yours. I have nothing if you have nothing.
I have 47. So me and Chew have 47. Arthur, how much do you have?
He finishes counting and looks up with an amazed expression and says, I have exactly 47.
You have 47 too. Huh. What are the odds of that? Corey?
It's destiny.
How much funds do you have?
Me? I got nothing.
Yes.
I came here in a barrel.
So I don't think we have enough funds to restock our inventory. So Lothar Brand might have to find another gig before we restock our inventory.
Well, we could just take the stuff.
What?
The Lothar Brand would
Are
never
you
steal.
suggesting-
And I'm shocked at you that you would suggest that.
Well, I mean,
Can't
it
take
would
things from
be
people who've just been wounded by this attack. That's
in service of the Lothar brand. I mean, you need it to do your job, to be Lothar.
We can always find honest paying work and then use that fund to pay for our inventory. Now, Summer Sparkle did set up a merchant stall and a tip jar, but given the recent tragedy, people weren't willing to part with the coin even though it was a good show. Which is fine. I don't blame them. I almost feel bad for setting up a stall like that in a tragedy event, but we're broke right now. We have to.
Well, how much do
Well-
we need to raise?
well. Wait, aren't you an adventurer? Do you know of any dungeons nearby that you're familiar with that we might revisit?
There are some ruins nearby.
Maybe the Leyline Warden knows.
There's some old sea ruins. We'll need a boat, though.
Let's since we don't have the funds right now to restock our inventory, finding a shop is not going to help. So let's go back to the ley line and do what we need to do there first, and then go from there. Any dissenters?
You never answered. Well, how much money do we need to raise?
Oh, probably a couple hundred to get everybody stocked back up.
A couple?
Yeah.
And you got 47. And you got 47. That's almost 100 right there.
Yeah.
Yes. We may be closer than we think we are. And I have no potions, nor tonics, or even a tent available to me, so I'll need to stock from nothing.
Huh. Look at that. She bends over and picks up a sack of coins. It's our lucky day. Look at
Good
that.
find, Corey.
106 coins. There you go. And you have 47. And you have 47. And that's 200. Huh. It must be fate.
Very good, Corey. Let's try to find a merchant now to spend this coin.
Yes.
Thank you. The Lothar brand appreciates your hard work. And it zooms in on me pointing, giving a finger into Corey, and it ding. And then you hear, "Oh my God, Lothar!"
Well, there is in fact a merchant who's still set up, but it is the exact same one that Corey stole from last time.
Here,
The
Lothar, take my 106. And Corey's going to go for a walk.
And you can see that she is she's bending down, reaching for something underneath one of her tables, or seems to be mumbling to herself about looking for something. I know I had. Where is it? I am missing
hello.
a piece of merchant. Then she lets out a bit of a yelp and bonks her head on one of the tables she was ducked. Ow. Apologies, I'm in a bit of a tizzy at the moment. I seem to be missing a piece of merchandise that wasn't marked off as sold.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Well, what are you missing?
Corey, do you by chance have written down what you stole from her in your sheet anywhere?
I might. I'd have to take a look. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Don't even care.
With everything that happened, I kind of forgot.
Because yeah, I don't think I remember what specifically thing it was either. I know it was an accessory with a specific quality on it.
I want to say it raised somebody's dice size, but don't fully remember.
I don't have it on my sheet, so you can make it anything you want.
Let's bring up the approved list and see.
I don't remember what it was, but I want to say it was gloves of some kind, and I don't know why.
That sounds correct.
Quick, someone go to the YouTube channel, find the VOD.
Say I can easily make something real quick if you want. If you don't have any ideas.
I'm just kind of looking through them.
I do that with Kenzo all the time.
Okay. Okay, I think I found some of them more or less fit what I recall it being. So I'll say that she will respond by saying, "Oh, I had a bracelet that had a rather rare and expensive magic placed upon it."
What did it do? What did it look like? You know what? This could be a quest. What if we find the bracelet for you?
The bracelet itself was laced with gems of pure gold, with a similarly golden plate in the center, which would be positioned just above the wrist when worn, that had the magic etched upon it. And the out of character, the quality that she would describe is the attribute up quality.
Attribute up quality? Okay. I'll,
Attribute up?
Attribute up. As long as you have this equipped, you can treat a chosen attribute die as one size higher.
I don't think that's what it was, but that's fine. It could be this now. That's a little bit
That's
better.
definitely not what it was, but I figure since Corey's probably not actually using it or wearing it.
No, she's not wearing it.
Gary, have you kept it hidden this whole time, or have you?
Yeah,
seen
I've
you
kept
with
it hidden.
Okay, you kept it.
Yeah, pirates don't have.
What do you say, Lothar Brand? And I look around, notice Corey's not with us. Why don't we search the town and see if we can find this for her? We'll get Corey in on it too.
All right.
I'd be ever so grateful if you could find it. I'll even pay you the zenith's worth I would have sold it for if you can return it to me. I'm frantic trying to figure out what happened to it.
Now that sounds like a proper quest. Okay, but in the meantime, can we purchase some potions and stuff from you?
If that is what you require, yes, I have some stock of that left, even after all the madness.
Okay, we have 200 zenits. Let's see. 1 second. I'm gonna do math. 8.
That's definitely not going to be enough to restock all of you.
3 plus 6. Okay, I'm gonna get Bloop, Arthur, and Shoe up to full, and have 30 zenit left over for me.
Okay, that'll give me 8 back. Okay.
So, Bloop, Shoe, and Thor are fully stocked on inventory points.
Okay.
Right.
Yay!
And,
I can throw another potion at the back of Thor's head.
And you said that'll leave you with 30 left?
yeah. Okay.
And I guess you can't really do much more with that until...
Well, I'm thinking I'm not going to buy inventory points for myself because I can use the Explorer camp activity to get inventory points.
That is true. And Corey's not even there.
Yeah, Corey's not even there. And I technically can't buy inventory points to give it to Corey raw, but well, because she's not here. Yeah, you can't trade inventory points with people.
You don't want me
Okay, so let's go, Lothar Brand. We have a quest, and I want to try to find Corey. Where'd she go?
Is Corey, are you actively gonna make yourself difficult to find, or are you just pretending you're out on a casual stroll?
I'm just out on a casual stroll. Ain't no reason to, throw my hand. Just
But yeah,
walk
you're able
the
to find her.
streets.
She's just walking around.
Corey, come here for a second.
You get what you need?
Yes, but we have a quest.
A
It's going to pay
quest?
well. I think
Oh, that's for
thousands of zenit.
tomorrow. That's
No,
for
it's a quest
tomorrow.
right now.
Tonight we need to go find a tavern.
No, we have a quest right now. It's going to pay thousands of zenit.
Thousands? Nah, it's not gonna pay that much.
Come
Well,
here.
what is it? What's the quest?
The quest
You don't
is
wanna-
we have to find the
You
apparently
don't want to work for that guy. You don't
the
wanna work
magic
for them.
item dealer is missing their bracelet. It's a gold bracelet with jewels in it, and it apparently gives you more, makes you more dexterous or whatever. It's a pretty powerful magical item. They're missing it, and our quest is to find it.
Oh, really? Well, what is it? What does it do?
It makes you more dexterous, I think.
It increases
Shoe is
the
just
greatest
trying to
attribute that
contain
you
laughter
already
in the
have.
background right now.
It makes you more of what you already are.
What does it look like?
It's gold with little jewels in it. Shoot, paint him a picture of it. You had a good memory.
Shoe will describe this item down to a T. It's almost like they saw someone holding it, and they just barely hold back their laughter while they look at
You
Corey.
don't say. Well, where did they say they lost it?
They didn't say. It disappeared from their stall. This is going to be quite the quest.
Well, where are we going to look for? I mean, that could be anywhere by now. It could be destroyed with those things rampaging. It's probably gone.
I know. I say we split up, question, and search the town.
Question and search the town that was ransacked by giant beasts.
Yeah, it could be anywhere.
It is at
And
this moment
we'll
that
spend
you
a day
guys
on it,
notice
and if we don't find anything, we don't find
several
anything.
on one of Corey's back pockets.
What do you
Shoes
do?
casually
What
laying.
was that, Shoe?
As it is at this moment, the party might potentially notice several sparkles on Corey's back pocket while she was playing a song. No reason why.
Corey, you have something on your back pocket there.
Oh yeah, I found some more coins. I was busy while y'all were in there. I did a quick job.
Good for you.
They must
That's
be
some
really
real taking
shiny.
initiative for the loader bread.
Shiny.
No, don't touch. Slap that balloon.
Bloop's
your
gonna
bucket?
touch.
Where's your bucket? I'll take your bucket away.
Bloop is in the bucket while
And
reaching
I'll
for your
take
back
the
pocket.
bucket away. You'll have no bucket.
Shu just keeps
No
flicking
touch.
sparkles to attract Bloop.
Anyway, where are we gonna look?
Like I said, I think the loader bread needs to split up and search the town. Ask who you can. Look.
You know what?
Look around
We should
for it.
split up. We should split up into pairs. I'll go with Shu.
Oh? Me?
Pairs.
Shiny.
I think we should split up each
no
individually.
touchy, individually? Well, if you insist. You're the boss, Lothar.
Well, it's a democracy. But, yes, loader bread, quest ahoy! And, the town splits off.
Shu
Or
just
the
softly
party
singing,
splits
"We're
off.
never gonna see that pirate again."
I want to try to grab the sparklies out on the pocket.
No touchy.
Do we need to
I'll
do an
roll it.
opposed roll here? Since
I'm
it
not gonna
sounds
let him out, me.
opposed dex.
Damn. I rolled low.
I'm looking in the wrong place.
It's okay, Bloop. I got you. I will spend 7 so you can re-roll that because we have a bond.
Give me a second. I was in the table. So it's what? Dex?
Dex, and you have to beat an 8.
Although I think Shu's
you-
let me do a re-roll.
Yeah, go ahead and
told
redo
it,
that. I got you,
But it's
fam.
not doing it.
You have to hit submit.
Ah, it had another menu behind it.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
because that's where you put in potential bonuses.
Let's go.
Although that's a crit.
True.
Yeah, that's a
True.
crit. That's a crit. I don't know what crit it is. 7s.
Does a crit beat a high roll anyways? Like by default?
I do believe so.
I do believe
Yeah.
because I get an opportunity. And clearly the opportunity is going to be not to be outed.
That is the only way that you could have gotten out of this. Damn it.
Yeah.
You try
Yeah,
and
see,
fail.
I could do advantage. I could do favor. I mean, there's a bunch of things I could do here. Plot twist.
Oh my god, the plot twist that you actually did find more shiny gold coins. And it's not
Plot twist, you found a second copy of the artifact somewhere hidden in town.
Oh my god, that's even worse. So funny.
I will do another roll. Dex to get away from everyone. Because clearly this isn't going well. I want out of here.
Okay, Corey bolts from you, Bloop.
I'm gonna put the bucket on my head.
As you're gonna run after her.
Shiny.
Oh shit.
Before you know it, Bloop is right on you.
I'm gonna throw a coin at Bloop.
Using a Star Wars negotiation tactic, I see.
Bloop, are you distracted by the coin?
Let's find out.
Oh, you got
Damn!
crits?
Ah,
Critical success. Holy.
Nope, not
that?
distracted at all.
Okay.
Right,
Well,
All right. I'm gonna sit on top
I'm
of the
gonna-
bucket on Bloop's head.
the opportunity I will take is lost item. Bloop doesn't know that she grabbed the item out of his pocket, but she now has it.
and somehow you just kind of look down at your tendril and see you have the bracelet. And it looks kind of similar to what Shu and Lothar were talking about.
I'm gonna
I'll
stick
tell
it in
you
my
what
belly.
I'll do. I'll give you 20 coins for that bracelet.
Bracelet's very shiny.
More coins, more shiny. One shiny thing, 20 shiny things.
But Lady said she give 1,000 shiny. Bloop, go find
I'll
the
take you.
shiny plate
I
man.
take you.
Up.
I take you.
Bloop, Corey, how are you guys doing?
Look what Bloop found.
Bloop found shiny thing.
Oh, this is an artifact. Where'd you find it, Bloop?
Over there. Hurry, we gotta run back. Bloop wants thousands of shiny things.
Bloop had bucket on head, so Bloop not see wind grab.
Oh, okay. Give me the artifact, Bloop. I'll return it. Let's all get together and return it.
And she'll pull it out of her belly. It's dripping with goo now.
Well,
I'm not
gently
sure they're
take
gonna
it,
want it like that.
wipe it off, and be like,
Bloop will shake it and get herself off of it. I'll
well,
bet her.
take it, put it in my backpack. Good job, Bloop. Now for that reward. Let's go. Lothar, Brand, assemble.
she was just gonna
Hey,
fly up next to Corey, just pat them on top of the head. That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, but Bloop is basically now carrying Corey by a bucket on her head.
That little monstrosity is a menace.
Oh, don't be like that. You should play with Bloop more often.
It's expensive to play with Bloop.
I like to be that bad, and then Shu like pats Bloop on the head, completely ignores the burns on their hand.
So, Mrs. What's your name, Mr. Mrs.
Saoirse. Madam Saoirse.
Madam Saoirse? My companion here, Bloop, found this. I'm not sure where, but she managed to find it. And I'm going to return the artifact.
Bloop
She
had
will-
bucket over her face.
She will gracefully accept it. Say, oh, thank you so much. I was worried that it got stolen in the chaos, or that one of those creatures had found it. As promised, and she will reach into a suitcase and she will pull out 2,000 zenit, which will be divvied amongst all of you.
So that's
Shu
Sure.
respectfully declines and just points towards Lothar. Per my contract, all of my gold goes to them.
so 400 each, except for 800 for Lothar.
Wait.
Right. I started with 47, and then these shenanigans, and I've got 400, and I feel very dirty.
It would be divided by 6, unless Corey's no longer on Bloop's bucket.
No,
I thought there was
I came
5
in
people.
now.
Oh, hold on.
I'm
Let's
in here
see.
now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah,
Hey, at least none
where
of you have to
Bloop
live with
thinks
guilty
6
conscience.
is.
None of you understand what happened here today.
I lost an item that was worth thousands.
Yep.
Bloop's gonna put the coins in the bucket, just start shaking it about. Noisy.
You better be glad it happened this way, because I was going to ask Summer and Sparkle, where's the artifact? And I have to get a truthful answer on that one, so.
Yeah, that would not have gone well for Corey had you done that.
Hey, luckily, shenanigans were done in such a way that Bloop doesn't know.
That's pretty much the only way to have it not known by the party. What Corey actually did was if Bloop was the
Actually,
one
I
who
was
got
going to slip it somewhere. I was going to get away from the party, make a roll, and slip it somewhere.
Well, it slipped right into Bloop's hands.
It
No,
worked out.
little menace. Little menace.
Bloop saw shiny and she went for it.
Menace.
Oh yeah, I should have 401.
Yes, you have 401.
Because a single coin was thrown at Bloop. And it just went right inside her.
And when you look at that, you now have enough to restock the rest of your inventory points and even potentially buy more.
Speaking of, let's refill my inventory points while we're here.
I think your pockets are full enough, Corey.
I'm going to empty some of them. And Corey's going to put the coins up on the table.
Alright, go ahead and deduct the 50s in it.
Yeah, but Bloop's gonna shove the coins into her, and they just disappear.
Then are you going to restock, Lothar?
Sure. I'll deduct 50s in it.
Okay. That means everybody is back up to full on all accounts.
Now Bloop go return energy.
Is the party in agreement to that?
Sure.
That's
Go to the
fine.
way line.
This time it will not be a full dungeon you have to traverse, as you have earned the respect of the arcane there, and the people who were corrupting them are gone. So you're simply able to enter into where the Nexus was, with the warden there watching over it.
Bloop back! I
You
miss the
return,
warden thingy. Yes.
and I see one of those artifacts within your grasp.
You
Bloop
only
will
managed to
reach
get
into-
one.
And she'll reach into her face and pull it out. Bloop not know how used.
The odds were stacked against us. The fact that you even got one is more than enough.
Yeah.
This makes me wonder a great many things. But it's probably the warden and the arcane here who have more information about these ley lines than we could ever hope. Most times when I've encountered even one of the smaller lines, it has been forbidding in some ways to access, except at nexus points like these. Oftentimes, when power is drawn from the ley lines, for whatever reason, we never see the Guardians or anyone else who controls this flow. Strictly speaking, we are some of the few who have ever seen any operators of the ley lines themselves or anyone who tends or guards them. This is a very strange occurrence. Very rare.
There is one other who is of a similar practitioner to yourself who has laid eyes upon me.
That would most likely be Guinevere herself.
Not Guinevere. She was not aware of my physical presence. A much older gentleman.
Interesting.
Your
Did he
dad.
have a cloak with interlocking symbols, as I do?
No. He... I do not recall his exact attire, as it was a very long time ago. But I remember he could not walk without some form of cane at his side.
That's information that doesn't have a direct connection to anything that we do know. Perhaps I should explain somewhat more. The ley lines themselves are not only flows of power, but of life itself. Well, that's not quite the correct term. Life and the potential for it. Therefore, these ley lines also have access to time, the past, a life that lives now and life that has yet to live. Each one of us has a personal ley line of our own. It's called a ley thread. And some of us are able to do magic because we have a more powerful ley thread that connects to this ley line network. These ley lines flow in certain rigid patterns. Most of them are rigid. They bind the world together. They flow from one place to the next, and crossing over each other, where they create eddies and flows and disturbances that great wizards can draw upon. Greatest wizards of old used to make pilgrimages to lay paths of the ley lines to move from nexus to nexus to complete a pattern. We thought, as I speak to the warden as I talk to the rest of the party, giving them the information too. We thought for a long time that our world was on the plane, that it was flat. But the headmaster now believes, given the map that I've just been given, and thank you, Lothar, for giving me that spherical object, that our world is in fact shaped like that instead, and that the ley lines wrap around it in a much more confining pattern than we previously thought, much like the core that Bloop carries within her. As a matter of fact, the patterns just might be the same.
You have reminded me of something. The one I spoke of who has seen me before, who required the cane, was on a self-same pilgrimage as the one you described. And I do vaguely recall him mentioning something about working towards becoming some form of headmaster of something.
That would explain it. So he's actually been here, within the ley lines themselves. You do realize what this is, Lothar. This isn't a dungeon as you may have heard of it. I've been in a dungeon or two myself, small ones. Not much bigger than animal dens, but I understand the concept. But this isn't a dungeon as we think of it. It's more of a representation of the flow of the ley lines themselves. So, we're not really here, as we think of it. It's more like a projection of ourselves into this place. We shouldn't stay here for too long.
May I see the artifact?
Here you go.
A disembodied magical hand will come and grab it, delivering it to the warden. I believe I can supplant the energy here back where it came from. And he will place it down right in the center of the nexus. And you see runic purple arcane circles begin to amass around him and
I
almost start
grab
to
my fellows and pull them away as fast as I can.
and the circles almost forming a blade strike down towards the artifact, and you see the artifact shatter into pieces with a magical yet eerie blue light emanating from within it that has a similar look to it as the rest of the ley lines themselves. And with a wave of his wrist, the energy bleeds down into the ley lines, returning where it once came.
Oh.
A mere
And
drop,
look upon and wonder.
but a mere drop in an ocean. But even that small amount will do our Nexus a great service.
That's good.
You have my thanks for even being able to retrieve this small essence of my charge. Where has the rest of it gone?
Some big red horny guy.
No.
The creatures from the plane of torment have made off with the power then.
Yes.
Since you were able to recover this small amount, may I ask a favor of you?
Sure.
If possible, can you retrieve the rest? Can you secure the rest of what was stolen from us and return it
We can
to its
try.
proper home?
Is there any reward for brave adventurers such as us?
I am a being of arcane and pure magic. If it is materialistic reward you seek, you've come to the wrong place.
Can you perhaps give us a boon, make us stronger?
That is not something that I can bestow.
Well, Lothar Brand might do this pro bono, but, you know, it's really disappointing that there's no reward in it for us. We're putting our lives on the line here.
I believe
That
that
is
the rewards that we'll gain throughout this quest far exceed what we can think of now. And furthermore, we are in a unique position to save this world instead of manipulating it for our own ends, as someone like Valfane might. I believe that we've been placed here for a specific purpose, that we are meant to be this. Bloop said so to me once, and I tend to believe this.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say you could speak to the one who has seen me prior, that they might help you understand why I cannot offer you a reward. But that was hundreds of years ago. It is unlike that they are the headmaster of which you speak.
That may be true. But I think that the quest has more importance than his appearance here long ago. We need to find and recover the rest of those artifacts, and any others like it that we are able to see or know of. The ley lines must remain as they are. They should not be altered nor disrupted, in order to protect the pattern. If the pattern is broken, then the chaos between the lines would expand and take over. The entire world as we know it could cease to be, with no way to stop it or to recover it.
If you would indeed do this, you would be doing the world and my Nexus a great service.
Then there is nothing more to be learned here or done here. We should leave
Oh,
this place
Luther!
before it finds us.
Luther, we could write a song about it. It'd be huge on the merchandise.
Now, I suggest that we leave as soon as we can, now that we know what we need to. Staying at the junction of the ley lines for too long, or staying on a ley line for too long, can distract someone or consume them, as the ley line is a far more powerful force than any simple ley thread that we carry within us as life.
Mm-hmm.
So is the party all agreed to? You're all gonna leave?
Mm-hmm.
Shoe goes where Lothar goes.
Okay. With a new quest given by the warden, and with you out of the ley lines, what do you do now?
Yep. Can I have Bloop be the last one to leave?
Yes, you may.
Yep. As everyone else starts their way out, yep. She'll turn her head to the warden. A few faint runes briefly coming onto her face. We did everything we could to get that back to you.
I have no doubts in my mind it was hard fought, even just to get the one.
It was. We can't promise that we'll be able to bring the rest back.
I know I ask difficult things of you, and it is not often I even consider doing so when it comes to humans and mortals. But I know you are not quite so mortal as the rest, nor is the one with the harp.
No. No, we're not.
You have an air about you that reminds me of the other Mystic Rose practitioner who visited me those hundreds. I believe you may have what it takes. And even if you don't, I trust that the world will be safer in your hands than it will be in theirs.
It was literally what I was sent. And
Ben,
if I may touch the ley line, to try to feel where they might be next.
the warden remains silent for a moment until eventually they stretch their disembodied hand toward the Nexus. You I will allow.
And Bloop will reach out a tendril.
And since you are in runic state, I'm not going to make you roll for this.
Yay!
As you reach out, you can not only can you feel the energy of the ley lines, not only can you feel even just a little bit of power that was taken from it and the ways in which they have weakened, but you can also feel a connection to other Nexus points. But one rings more true to you than the others. If it was to be seen on a map, the area that resonates with you the most at this time can be found somewhere within the Dwarven Kingdom. That seems to be where the activity currently lies.
Yeah, for a full second, Bloop is connected to all the ley lines. And after that second, she pulls the tendril back. A bit, the tendril a bit bubbly from heat before it cools off. Well, I guess I know now where to direct my shell to direct the others. Thank you, Warden. And hopefully we can protect the other ley line from suffering similarly as you have.
I am hopeful as well. If that woman was able to block me from intervening, it is likely the other wardens will be faced with similar problems. Possibly worse. I do not wish to see my fellow wardens defeated or corrupted by such a vile creature as her.
True, because your task isn't done yet, Warden. You will be called upon again. And she'll reach out, just kind of place a hand on the Warden, basically gently head patting him. Until we see each other again.
Until then.
Then she's gonna reach down, pick up the bucket, make a bit of a face before putting it on atop her head.
And just before that happens, I will give a little bit of a lore realization to Runic Bloop about the Warden.
Ooh.
Runic Bloop would be quite confidently certain that the Wardens watch over the ley line are closely connected to this world's arcanum. Servants, direct servants under the arcanum, actually, charged by them to watch over the next.
Duly noted.
I don't know if this party will receive an Arcanist, but if they do, there's your setup.
Yep. Runic Bloop will be able to help people become an Arcanist. Yeah. She puts the bucket on her head and starts to go after the party as she lets the runes fade.
And now regular Bloop has to somehow be the one to point them in the right direction.
So we're
Bloop has the strong feeling now.
I imagine the party does notice Bloop's absence, but it's not long before you see her waltzing back out with a bucket over her head.
I'll say Shu is likely trailing behind everyone else, waiting for Bloop to catch up. Probably as Shu sees Bloop, starts tossing out sparkles to lure Bloop closer.
Chinese. She is now chasing the shinies.
Took you long enough. And then Shu just pets Bloop's head again.
Bloop felt had important things say. So Bloop said important things say.
So, Lothar, what's our next quest? I say we travel the land and play as a band and earn money. What do you guys say?
It's not so simple as that. The entire world is at risk, and from varying forces. We can't just go the path of mere entertainment. The world is in danger.
Let's compromise. Let's go to another ley line, but play a show on the road. It'll be the ley line tour. What do you say?
Well, actually, that's actually a good idea. Simply because if we do this, then we'll be noticed, and it may draw out Guinevere.
Summer, Sparkle, send magical sending spells to let the venues know the Lothar brand is on the ley line tour. We're heading. I say we go to the Dwarven Kingdom next.
Out of character. I can't believe we're doing it this way. I cannot believe
I 100% can. This is exactly the kind of thing Lothar would do.
Bloop will raise a tendril.
Yes?
What's a dwarf?
It's like this little person that's fat.
And Bloop a dwarf?
No, you're a bloop.
Ah.
I would say that this party has seen dwarves before because you fought a band of them called the Ragnarokers, but I don't know if Bloop would remember that.
Yeah, bold of you to think that Bloop would remember that.
That's why I stated I don't think she would have remembered that though.
Nope.
Any dissension against the ley line tour?
Bloop have other question.
Yes, what's the question?
Is Dwarf Kingdom that way? And she points west.
Yes, it is.
Bloop, go that way. And Bloop is gonna start walking west.
No, Bloop. I stop you.
Eh?
You have to stick together. We'll get there, but you can't just walk west. That's a long way. We're gonna have to find a boat.
Ah. Bloop do go west, though, yes.
Yes, we're heading to the Dwarven Kingdom. See, Bloop has good instincts.
Yeah.
That's how she found the magical artifact.
Yes,
Both
I think Blue
times.
needs to stay with us.
Well,
If
she's under
anyone
contract.
Well, it's not only that. Anyone who comes to retrieve Bloop from the College of the Mystic Rose, we can't let her go with them. I think that the headmaster came to warn me against such a thing. That's part of the reason that he gave me the map. He has beliefs different to those of the college, and so we need to avoid them.
So you think this world is a globe, huh, Arthur?
Well, the headmaster thinks so, and, well, here, as he unrolls the scroll. You may not make sense of it right away, but if you look at the top and bottom, it's as if a sphere was unrolled onto a cylinder. That's why it looks distorted like this. But at the top and bottom, do you see where this point ends and the point on the bottom picks up at the exact same point? If this world is a globe, then those are actually connected. Everything is connected all the way around the globe.
I have
So
my
we need
doubts. I have my doubts. You know why? Because if we're over here on the other side, wouldn't you fall into the sky? You'd be upside down.
Well, I don't know about all of that, but I do know that the ley lines connect perfectly this way. It may be a mystical source, true, but I believe that everything is connected in a way. Again, this is why I'm glad that you gave me the globe that you had from Harmonia. If this sphere has no resonances, then I can scribe these lines upon it carefully, and if they match, then the theory that the headmaster and now I have is actually correct. As strange as that seems. That's yet another reason that we need to avoid the College of the Mystic Rose. People will do very strange and dangerous things to protect what they believe in and to protect the world as they see it. Even against proper evidence.
What do you think is here? And I point to Eternia.
Where is he pointing to, Eternia?
I'll pull out a map or something. What do you think is here?
Well, that's important. Is it his map or the headmaster's map?
Is the headmaster map, does it have Eternia on it?
Headmaster map.
DM, does it?
Yes, it would. It is the
So it
same
has
world
the
map
outlines
as
of
any other.
continents.
It's just all, but instead of mapping the continents specifically, it's focused more on mapping the ley line.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll point to. What do you think is here? The Eternia.
Well, DM, are there ley line crossings in Eternia?
Well,
That part of the map is completely blank.
Then it needs to be mapped. The College of the Mystic Rose didn't map all of the ley lines. Some of them haven't been followed to their natural conclusions, simply because it's too difficult to travel. These ley lines may wrap around the globe and cross
Safe
over
store.
Eternia. We don't know yet.
Safe
We
storm.
need to build an airship and go to Eternia and do a rock concert there. Yeah, what do you say, Bloop?
Wait, is Eternia on the map, or is it just listed as the Maelstrom?
It's known by scholars that, or at least theorized by scholars, that Eternia and the Maelstrom are closely connected, but the map itself that they would be using for doesn't specifically name it.
Ah.
Because its boundaries are unknown now.
We're gonna do a rock concert in Eternia. We're gonna be the first pilgrims there.
But how would anyone else hear us?
There's gotta be people up there. I bet you there is.
Well, all right. Then Eternia is an eventual destination. But, Bloop, you said something about the Dwarven Kingdoms? And I scour the map for the continent that contains the Dwarven Kingdom.
Yeah, right there. And she's just gonna point west again.
Yes, I look between the pointing and the map, and like everyone else, I'm probably searching for a ley line connection that exists on that map in that direction. Well, if we're
Thor
here,
with his detail would probably be the only one to be able to deduce where exactly Bloop is pointing.
So if we're here, and the Artisan Islands are clearly marked, and the College of the Mystic Rose has a ley line connection deep within it, I'm sorry, you folks weren't meant to know that, but they're connected here, and we're here, and she's pointing west, so this ley line, and I just trace its direction. Does it cross over into the Dwarven lands?
It crosses over, but there's an interesting thing that you notice. There doesn't seem to be an actual center nexus point that has been put on the map. There are branches that connect to the Dwarven Kingdom, but there's no central point yet for some reason.
Yes. Again, many of the ley lines have not been mapped properly, or have been discovered at all. It was part of the reason of my quests before you met me at the Artisan Island. I was returning home with some data on some smaller ley lines, but I never found any major junctions.
Here's a question, DM. Do the
Yes.
ley lines, are they visible, like a visible magic effect all across it?
The visible magic across the map?
Yeah, because like if the ley lines go across the planet and are like lines of longitude or whatever, you couldn't go anywhere without crossing ley lines.
But here's the thing, as I'll explain in character. Finding a ley line isn't as easy as you think, because you have to view it from a particular direction, the direction of its flow. So you could be in the right place and not even know that you are or have any indication. When I found one of the minor ley lines, it's only by sheer luck. I was in a mystical place, a mystical glade that had some magic in the magic pool. Magic collects in certain places, you know, from other ley threads that aren't living things. That's possible too. So I traced it backward as best I could and didn't find anything. I turned around in frustration, and there was this tunnel through the woods, as if all of the trees bent around a place where they should be able to grow, but couldn't. And the more I looked, the more I realized that all of the branches that the trees had flowed in only one direction. And I got excited because I knew exactly what was happening. The birds flew by me, and they flew along the flow of the ley line. I turned around, and I saw the same thing, but coming toward me. I didn't see the ley line at first. You don't see a ley line, but it affects everything around it, everything directly above it or near it. It changes the flow of life itself. It guides it. So you could be in an exact spot and never know that you're on top of a ley line. You'd never know you were there. The best way to find a ley line is to trace it from a junction and to see what it connects with and to look for other connections. But the ley lines are so far apart because this world is so large You could walk for a lifetime and never find one.
Okay, thanks for the explanation, Arthur.
It's that way.
And in order to go that way,
All is lost.
probably
but we
unbeknownst to Bloop, is that you will need a ship.
Well, yes, we're going to need a ship of some kind because the ley line trails off after it leaves shore. There must be something out there preventing any kind of discovery, something dangerous.
Okay. Brand, to the harbor.
As we start to walk, I turn to Corey. What can you make of this area of the map? It does go out to sea. Are you familiar with this area?
Oh yes. It is. There is the sea. You're right.
No, I mean some kind of monster or a magical dead zone where ships disappear.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about this area. I wasn't supposed to be in this area. I don't live here.
I have heard stories. Geography is one of my hobbies because of what I do. And I have heard stories of strange triangles of areas where ships disappear, never to be heard from again. You heard of such a place, being a sailor?
There's places like that all over the place. Every ghost, everything has a story. Everything has a rumor. You don't believe every rumor you hear, though, do you?
Rumors carry a grain of truth, buried between tales told from person to person. We just have to find it.
I mean, the most I know is there's some ruins to the east of here. They say a whole city is under the water.
But that's the
Sounds like a
opposite
place
way.
to get some gold.
Yes. And that would be logical, except that's the opposite way from where we're going. Wait a minute. I place my finger back across the map and trace the ley line to the west the other way, to the east. Does it go off the continent?
The ley line does leave the continent.
Does it fade out like the other one? Like the other end?
Most of its branches seem to fade, but one in particular stops short, just right where the ruins are on the official world map.
I turn to
Almost
Corey quickly.
drooping
Does this
down.
ending mean anything?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about magic. I thought you knew all that.
Well, no, I don't mean about magic. I mean the exact location where the ley line fades out. Ley lines don't fade out. They always connect to something. So, does this end mean anything out to the east?
All I know is I've heard there's a city under the water.
Oh, then if it's to the east, and this is to the east, this may be a junction of the ley line, there, in the city under the water.
I used to call it something, sea wolf or something like that.
Well, then it might be that your quest, or at least your knowledge, and ours might be connected. The Dwarven Kingdom, where Bloop is pointing. The story that you've heard about the city under the sea. They might all be part of our pilgrimage. Yes.
I think have you been drinking?
No, I'm just starting to see things, but I'm seeing them incompletely because we don't have enough information yet.
Do you hear voices as well?
Well,
I have been
no,
drinking.
but I've heard some
I've been
powerful...
drinking lots of water because water is healthy for you, right, kids? Brand endorses water, and it zooms in on me. I give a finger gun, and ding.
Well, if you're wanting to go to the city under the sea, first of all, we're going to need a boat. We're also going to need a diving bell.
You're
How
a
else are you going
pirate
to get down
captain.
there?
Don't you have a boat? You're a pirate captain. How much do we really know about? You should have an entire crew.
Wait, she's a pirate captain?
What? No.
Yeah, why do people keep calling you a pirate captain? I'm confused.
They're mean to me. Right?
I
Author
agree.
stopped
People, here's a new
Yeah,
rule
Author
of the
stopped
Lothar brand. Nobody picks on
And-
Corey.
And Author stops talking and lashes out a knife hand toward Coric's feathered hat, down to the cutlass and pistol, and down to the pirate boots.
Are you saying you don't like the way I'm clothed?
I'm saying that that's the
I
clothing.
expected better of you.
It's the clothing of a ship captain. Can no one see this?
What do you mean? I just thought she was fancily dressed in a ruffian torn away.
Plus, the blade, the cutlass, it's the mark of a ship captain. It's used to repel boarders. And the only reason that I know this is because I've been traveling on ships from remote places to try to map them, to try to find ley lines at those locations.
Everybody
Well,
knows
I
weapons
know
of
a
some
pirate
kind.
captain, or at least a ship's captain, when I see one.
Well, I trust Corey, and if she says she's not a captain, I believe her.
Oh, if you're not a ship's captain, then I assumed improperly, based upon your address,
Now,
and
I
I
know
apologize.
I know a little bit about sailing, okay? But not a lot. All right? But I don't have a boat. We're going to need a boat.
We don't have any coin, and boats are expensive,
We just
especially
got
the
paid. What are
sorts
you
of.
talking about?
Well, we'd need a ship that would be capable of taking on perhaps a storm. Ley lines carry a lot of power and
I
can
was
generate
thinking
all
we
sorts
could
of
just
maladies that wouldn't tell.
go to the harbor and charter to ride on somebody else's ship going to the Dwarven Kingdom. That's our
Now,
plan, right?
that's a good
That's true.
idea, Lothar. That's why you're the one in charge. You don't judge
Well,
based off
it
the
is a
outfits, and you come
democracy.
up with the good plans.
It is a
I think it's a good
democracy. I
plan,
wouldn't say I'm in charge.
but I think it's a good plan too. I think we should do what Lothar says. There have to be dwarven refugees trying to leave this city as well and go home.
Lothar Brand to the harbor.
But would we have enough fare to board for that length of travel?
Yes, we just got paid.
We could work
Oh.
for a living, too. Maybe they need some help.
That's true. I hope that 400 zenit is enough for the journey.
That's plenty. That's a lot of Zenit.
But don't we need to carry equipment from? And I turn back toward the smoking ruin of the festival. Oh, I guess we don't have the band's equipment now.
Well, we have we have my portable amplifier and whatever else personal gear you have.
The music lives within us.
So we go to the harbor.
I'm not so sure that the music lives within me. I don't even know what these mysterious keys are yet.
You should look into the Circle of Fists. You'd like that.
The Circle of Fifths. He starts patting himself for something to write.
Do you know
with.
why
He's
it's
gonna
called a
keep-
fifth?
Oh, I don't even know why it's called a fifth.
Vodka?
But I'm uncomfortable with odd numbers. But I'm willing to learn.
If you start on any notes on a stringed instrument and do the 2.5, 3.5, like I told you, 2 whole steps, 1 half step, 3 whole steps, 1 half step.
What's a step? I still don't even understand what a step is.
A whole step is 2 frets apart. A half step is 1 fret apart. Simple.
All right. What's a fret?
See these metal bars on Shu's instrument? That's a fret.
Oh, that's what those are called. All right, and those would hold the strings like your instrument does?
You just press it down and you pluck it.
Oh, that's okay. So the little space between the metal bars.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. And
So
it's called a
that's-
fifth because if you go to the 5th note in that scale, that will be the 5th from the 5. And you can go backwards on the circle of fifths and upwards on the circle of fifth. And if you go from that note and go to do the major scale again, and that the 5 on that one would be the next 5th.
Wait. So, and you can see the gears turning. So, a step is a difference between notes, and there's a whole step between
Exactly.
between notes that are whole notes, and there's such a thing as a half step, like the 2.5 and 3.5 that you meant before.
Yes, basically, the whole step, half step thing is just to simplify it, make it easier to understand. But basically, the whole step is 2 notes away. It's you start this note, the next note would be a half step, the next note after that would be a whole step because it's 2 notes away. Does that make sense?
Pleasing. Those are even notes. That makes sense to me. It fits in with the theories that I've learned.
Anyways, we have to find the harbor master. I'll give you a music lesson later.
Oh, yes, please. I'm eager to learn now that I know that there's a circle. Anything that has circles is incredibly powerful.
All these squares make a circle.
And that one's still green.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Was it Pepper?
I don't know. Blue Pap's bucket.
So we go to the harbor master.
The harbor master of the Artisan Isles is older gentleman with black facial hair and long locks that have hints of gray in them, and his marine's attire on as he checks some of the ships. It's, oh, what can I do for you?
We need to charter a boat towards the Dwarf Kingdom.
Oh, towards the dwarves, eh?
At least it's a ride, yes.
I believe the Ragnarokers, who came here to perform before hell broke loose, I think they're setting off. If you want to
meet them.
Awesome. Where are they at? Do you know where they're at right now? We can go back to the band's lounge.
Oh no, they're right here at dock, prepping to set off down. He looks around a bit, and then points towards the east end of the dock. I believe they were over that way. You might be able to catch them.
Yes,
Excellent.
let's
I'm
go
going to
see
flick
them.
them 5 Zenit. Thank you. Appreciate it.
He'll catch it, give you a smile, and wave you off.
Okay. Ragnarokers! Wave enthusiastically.
The 3 dwarves who make up the Ragnarokers are each doing their own thing. One of them is getting all of their equipment back onto the ship. One of them is below deck, making sure that nothing was damaged or pilfered during the attack. And one of them is on top deck, doing some various repairs, cleaning set. The one who's doing the heavy lifting, getting all their equipment up. Ah, the Lothar brand. That's quite a duel we had back.
Yeah, you guys rock. Luther Brand loves competition. You guys were amazing.
You weren't too bad yourselves, even with the bodies being tossed around.
Hey, I have a perfect idea. The Lothar Brand has just started the ley line tour. Our next stop is the ley line in the Dwarven Kingdom. We're gonna try to book out a venue there. Do you want to open for us?
He kind of just looks around a bit confused and then turns. Ley lines? And what? We don't got no ley lines.
Oh, we have a map of
Oh.
ley lines. Arthur, explain it to him.
Suddenly put on the spot, he stammers a little. Finally, he manages with, if there is a place of great power that from which things flow, that might be where we're headed. Some kind of dwarven gathering place, perhaps? Sometimes the ley lines are there are ancient artifacts of stone, buildings, shrines built around them by people who discovered the ley lines long before us. If there's a place like that in the Dwarven Kingdom, then perhaps that's where we need to go. And dwarves know about that better than we do.
If you're looking for something like that, I would suggest you look elsewhere. There is a gathering of dwarves in the mines trying to dig towards something they think is powerful. Or at least the mad ramblings. But
Check your map again. I'm pretty sure we have to go to the Dwarven Kingdom, Arthur. The ley line's in the Dwarven Kingdom, right?
Well, yes, the line traces over, but ends not long after the line meets the continent. The expedition must have been turned back.
There are rumors of something potentially powerful down in the... But the last group who went down there, well, they never came back. So we stopped digging.
That sounds perfect. The Lothar Brand will take up on the quest. But it's a ley line tour, so we're going to book out a venue too. Would you like to open for us?
Look, I appreciate our duel and all. But are you drunk right now? You take some drugs?
No.
As Thor crosses his arms as if he's offended, and kind of tries to take on a Lothar tone by saying, "Well, the Lothar Brand would never put anything into our bodies that alters our experience. The Lothar Brand is pure."
Yeah,
Pure.
what they said.
Right.
Dare we put things in our body?
Anyways, let's
I
get down to
look-
business. We need a ride to the Dwarven Kingdom. Can you help us out?
So that's why you were coming up talking all crazy and chasing ghost stories.
Well, it is a ghost story because we haven't found the real
I did want
thing.
you to open for us, but if you're not interested, we could just use the ride then.
Well, no. There's something very different about this. If we discover a junction there, it's not like we'll be able to stay. We're going there to see whether there are any artifacts that might be recoverable, or to draw out Guinevere. If we do this, then afterward, the junction will probably need to belong to the dwarves and they'll need to guard it. If they've been looking for this for this long, it would be a very important quest for them to complete. It would be a boon to the Dwarven Kingdom.
I don't think it would serve any boon to figure out what's down there. It killed the last people who tried.
That sounds perfect. Lothar Brand never says no to the face of danger.
Yeah, I should have known you folks were crazy when you threw that thing at us, as he points at Ploop.
Bloop, I'm gonna find a door.
Loop.
See, Bloop,
I
these
hear
are
they have
dwarves.
shiny things.
Oi, Torin! Borin! As he yells out to the other dwarf. And they
This
both come out
dwarf?
on deck. These crazy Lothar folks are wanting to hitch a ride and want to do a ley line tour, talking about going down the mines where the last group died. I think they're full of shite and sound crazy. But what about you two? Why don't we talk about this above deck? They're right there. Alright. Let me just grab this box and I'll get up there. We'll make a decision and get back to
Okay, we'll be back. I gotta let my people know what we're doing. I'll have you as a baby then.
Sure.
Okay. And I'd like to go talk to my people. Basically, the people who gave me a ride. I don't imagine it's my ship. I mean, I could spend a fabulous point making my ship or something, but that'd be too easy.
It is not your ship. It's just a.
I was spiffingly. It's spiffingly brought from Harmonia to the Artisan Islands, and it was going to take me back to Harmonia. So I'm going to tell them I don't need that ride anymore, and gather up my equipment and go back to the dock to hear their decision.
It'll take you about an hour tops to do that, mostly just because of the equipment.
Uh-huh.
Maybe a little bit faster if the rest of the party helps with the equipment.
I'm sure they will.
And then once you get everything off and your previous ship is able to make its new plans and start the journey back to Harmonia, when you arrive back at the Ragnarokers ship, all three brothers are down on the docks off the ship waiting for you.
Hey, Ragnarokers! I say, putting down an amplifier.
Alright, here's the decision we've reached. You can board with us to go back to the Dwarven Kingdom. And you can try to investigate the mines if you want. But whatever you do, don't tell anyone, any dwarf that you see anywhere, that you're doing so, and don't you dare get caught doing.
Ah, so it's like a secret mission. Do I have to swear
Those
an oath
mines,
to this?
well, that depends. Does your word mean anything?
It does. The Lothar brand never goes back on his word. That's my Nindo, my musician way.
Then give me your word that not a single person in the kingdom will know you're going to the mines.
The Lothar brand will lie, deceive, cheat, and steal their way before they admit that they're doing this quest. I give you my word.
Alright, you didn't have to go that far. We don't want you to steal or nothing. Just don't tell anyone you're going down there.
Agreed. So, what about the tour? Are you going to open for us?
We got other matters to attend to back home. We're not planning on performing.
How much do we owe you for the ride?
They start whispering amongst themselves again, as if not fully agreeing on the prices that they were planning on. And eventually, after a bunch of whispering back and forth, they turn and the eldest brother will say, "We'll let you ride with us for 200 zenith."
Done. And I give him 200 credit. This covers food
Torin.
and board, right?
Oh yes, of course. This will fully cover everything. As Torin, the navigator aboard the ship, takes the money and immediately runs aboard. Right. Let's get your equipment all aboard. We can be off in an hour or two. Still have some repairs that need done.
Yeah. During all this talking and whatnot, Bloop has just been kind of watching the dwarfs, just kind of staring, and then she's gonna try to mimic the shape of a dwarf, complete with beard of slime.
Bloop is now small, stout, and has a big old slimy beard. Meanwhile, the two dwarves who are helping the party get the equipment up are they just keep staring at you like they don't. It's like a mixture of surprise and disgust.
Bloop am dwarfy now. Yeah. Starting to pick up things with their tendrils, try to carry it on.
You know, Boren, she reminds me. You really need to wash your beard out when we get home. Shut it.
Yeah.
And
I would like
2 hours.
to, I would like to spend a Fabula point here.
Oh.
Yes. And I would like to alter the world.
Ooh.
Now, just to clarify, that ley lines cannot be seen with the naked eye. Not directly. There's no magical line, per se, to be seen. It's not seen naturally. However, as you get closer to a ley line junction, then the ley line becomes visible as a walkway of light that leads to the junction. Whether anything's built up around the junction or not is a different story.
So basically, the Fabula point is just to say that there is no way to visibly detect a ley line unless you are armed, essentially.
Damn lucky, yet you could stumble upon it. Some people have instincts, like rangers might spot them more often. Forest rangers might get an inkling that there's some strange line because they track things along the ground. So certain characters might be able to find them a little bit more effectively, but they cannot be seen by the naked eye naturally.
I will take that Fabula point, and I'm gonna alter that slightly and
have
say.
You played The Witness? Have you played The Witness? Has anybody played The Witness?
Nope.
I think I've seen someone play it online before.
Ley lines are like that. They always exist, but they can only be detected when you're at a particular vantage point and looking in a particular direction. And then the dissimilar points of height and distance line up to indicate that there is a path.
The only thing I think I'm going to alter by taking that Fabula point is I'm going to introduce the idea that there is one singular group of people who can always see them. Arcanists.
That makes sense. Now we need an Arcanist. We need to find the first Arcanum. We need the Arcanum are linked together. And now that we know that, we actually need an Arcanist.
Bloop can help with that.
We need an Arcanist now, which is neat.
So the question is, Lothar, Arthur, or Shu?
And Thor suddenly snaps out of a reverie and suddenly tugs Lothar's sleeve. Lothar, we need an Arcanist.
What's an Arcanist?
It was something that was mentioned at the Leyline Junction. The Arcanists are the ones tied to the Arcanum. The Arcanum are essences of powerful magics, elemental essences of existence. Those people are much more likely to sense the ley lines themselves than we are, if what I think is true. And it might be that there are certain ley line junctions that contain or are perhaps part of the locations where Arcanum exist. And an Arcanist would be able to find those points. But the Arcanists don't operate according to ley lines. Their magic and ours happens to be connected, but we've never decided on that. This is revolutionary. I just thought of this. The information given to us by the Warden would unlock a whole new path of magic in the world.
Yeah.
So we need to find an Arcanist. Or one of us needs to study the Arcanum and become one ourselves.
Oop.
You cut off there.
What?
No, not you,
Shoot.
Olivia.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
I grabbed my mic and it did the thing again. Shu would just knock on the side of Thor's head. If we're talking about strange magics, I could always give it a crack. I don't mind.
Well, I don't know how we would manage this. After all, we're headed to the Dwarven Kingdom. It doesn't matter. Arcanists can potentially come from anywhere, as long as they're tied to the Arcanum. That's the important thing. So we need to find one in addition to seeking out this strange place in the Dwarven Kingdoms that Bloop has pointed us to go. If Bloop's pointed us to go there, and that's the greatest resonance that Bloop feels, I think
It's
that we
there.
should go there. I think that Lothar is right too, and that we can all benefit from being what we are together. We still need an Arcanist along the way.
Shu would just float over to Bloop and take Bloop's gloopy hand.
Eh?
Well, who do you think should be the Arcanist of the group? And then Shu will point to Lothar and Thor and ask him to come closer. We can bicker all day on who wants to do it, but at the end of the day, it's who you want to teach.
Yeah. Bloop not know. Mostly because Bloop doesn't want to make the choice for the player.
If need be, I can introduce an Arcanist NPC who can also teach.
I mean, I'm 100% down to do it. I just don't want
If Bloop does not want to be the one to have to do it.
That's all. You know me, I'm always going to let everyone else shine before myself. So if you guys want to take it, that's totally fine. But I am 100% okay with doing it.
Well, if one of us becomes an Arcanist, putting my DM hat on, if the Arcanum are connected with the ley line junctions, this becomes a huge late game plot. It has to be.
Yeah, you can do it.
Oh, don't you worry. I'm not the type of DM to introduce a Chekhov's gun and not fire it.
As much
Neither
as I
am
like
I.
Marvel, I'm still willing
I think Dragon can attest to that.
you guys.
Alright. guess the question is, can Thor take a level in Arcanist at the moment?
Arcanist.
Because I don't know if you have 2 classes or 3 classes.
I want to say everybody here already has 3 aside from Lothar.
Well, I don't want to be an Arcanist.
Fair enough.
I mean, if it has to be for plot reasons and it breaks the rule, I can just like do it, but have it like in the back pocket, and we just put a note into it until I'm able to actually level into it.
And we could still build up to someone becoming an Arcanist, even when they're not quite yet ready to take a level in it.
Yeah. Maybe Arcanist is a generally weak class in this world and is harder to acquire.
That works too.
Alternatively, we can always go fuck the rules. We do what we want.
It also makes sense from a world building perspective. Now that the thunderbolt hits me in the forehead, that you know what? If we don't know a heck of a lot about the Arcanum to begin with, and nobody specialized them, of course it's a harder class to acquire.
Well, the thing is, Runic Bloop has the ability to teach it.
Yeah.
Which may be one of the reasons she was put here in the first place. It writes itself. It writes itself.
Well,
Just decide
I think
between
Lothar
your-
said that he didn't want to be the Arcanist.
Right.
Correct.
So that
Okay.
is between me and Thor. Shu is already of otherworldly power.
If need be,
So it's up to
and we
Thor if they
do
want.
pursue this, I am also willing to let you guys mulligan your stat spreads and just replace a class with.
Oh, don't tell me that. Ooh.
Interesting.
Oh, that's tempting.
As nice as that offer is, I think I'll stick with the 3 classes I have. So if I do take on Arcanist, that would just be a 4th.
Because I could
Shoot.
sacrifice Elementalist and become the Arcanist.
Yeah.
And I've got 4 levels there. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, we'll discuss that off screen. That's something for a future session.
Are we doing Whirlhelm Arcanist or Rework Arcanist or?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll do the reworked World Helm Arcanist when we get there.
Yeah, because original Arcanist is just weak.
Well, it gives you a whole nother action you can do with it. The Rework.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess Runic Bloop will approach us or during the night of one of the while we're at sea. While we're set off.
So I'm sacrificing Elementalist twice. That's poetic. Okay. All right. It's meant to be. All right.
Yeah, just don't go through with the full thing yet.
Yeah. There's some negotiations that need to be made. I get it.
Yeah, we need to figure out when this is going to happen and what you'll start with.
Yeah.
So where is the Lothar brand walking now?
I think we're on the
boarding
ship.
the ship and on.
Yeah,
we're sailing.
Okay.
Yeah, it would
As
be-
we're walking up the gangplank to the ship, I turn to Shu and ask Shu, and you know, with a little bit of doubt as I'm glancing toward Lothar to make sure Lothar doesn't hear me, do you know what the Circle of Fifths is?
Are you speaking in regard to music?
Yeah, Lothar mentioned it. It's supposed to be some kind of musical formula that's magic. It helps to make music.
That does get a laugh out of Shu. He's not wrong, but I'm not really one for words. I would rather just show you sometime. And then Shu will pull out their lyre.
Because you have a magical instrument. That's why I asked. And those spaces in between the strings that are and are not there, those metal things are still called frets for you too?
Indeed. Mine are just connected in a different way, a less physical one.
But the spaces between them are still notes that unlock the keys.
Keys, yes, indeed. And then you'll see
So there
Shu
are
slowly
keys!
play.
He was right!
Yes.
Musical magical keys. I must know more.
Okay. Shu will smile. For as boisterous as Lothar is, he's not a fool. He he knows his music quite well. But I'm happy to teach you any time in a much more digestible way. Just come find me at night, and we can play
Oh,
together.
wonderful. Then I can learn from two masters at once. The Lothar brand being an idol is clearly a master, but I think that you hold the more mystical secrets.
I wouldn't go that far, but someone's got to take this thing when I'm gone. I think you'd be the right person to learn how to use it.
Oh, really? At first glance? That's quite an honor.
I have an eye for this kind of thing. And then Shu's eyes will glow blue for a moment.
Well, in that case, then everything really is connected. I can't wait to meet the Ragnarokers and ask them too. After all, we might be sharing the same stage together, making a similar kind of magic. This adventure is opening up whole new worlds for me. In a backhanded way, I'm glad that I didn't go back to that boring college, as beautiful as it is, to just read texts and transcribe scrolls and to be boring. This is much more exciting. This is the real search for knowledge, a real adventure.
How I wish there were students like you in my time.
In your time?
Oh, don't worry about that.
Well, of course I worry about that. Remember, we're the chosen, and these things are important. Every little thing could affect our quest. By the way, and even more importantly, considering the dangerous nature of some of our Lothar brand, where did Gory go?
Unfortunately, that's something I can't answer. My eyes can only go so far, but
Well, by the great threads, where did Bloop go? The last time we were on ship with Bloop caused no end of trouble. I'd better find Bloop before she gets into something. And he abruptly runs off in a random direction.
she just smiles, and as he takes off, the force of him running away causes Shu to spin in the air. It's rather cartoony. Dude, I'm sure one day he'll change the world.
Okay, anything else aboard the Ragnarokers ship?
Yeah, where's their pantry? They gotta have a storage place somewhere. Where's the rum?
Oh, these are dwarves we're talking about. They've got a kitchen below deck that stock full of booze.
Yeah, let's go find that. That's where I'll be. I'm gonna raid it.
So you're gonna steal from the people who so graciously gave you their ship.
Well, I need a drink. I mean, they wouldn't want me to get dehydrated. Clearly.
Just for fun, I'm gonna say that one of the brothers is there in the kitchen as you arrive, already drinking some booze.
How's it going? You know what? Pour me one of those.
Ah, a cultured drinker, are you?
That's right. Sophisticated, I like to say.
He'll pour some of his ale into a mug and slide it down your way.
Oh, I'm gonna chug it.
Is Corey familiar with or has built up any constitution against dwarven made drinks?
I don't know what you want to call it, but she's drinking plenty in her time.
So you think she would realistically be experienced enough that
That one
dwarven
drink
ale
wouldn't.
wouldn't?
Yeah, one wouldn't bother her. And not keep drinking it, that'd be different.
Boren will give you a smirk and a laugh and say, "Ha! Good shit, ain't it?"
I've had better, but it is some good shit.
Who could possibly do better than the dwarves? Our
Never
ale
had
is
the wine
bar
from the
none.
elves? Oh, they can harvest them grapes.
Ugh. Elves wouldn't know a
Hey,
good drink if it smacked them in the face.
See, that's all we do in the Marble Hills. We drink. She'll pour him one.
Marble, huh? What's someone from the Marble Coast doing skirting around with Lothar?
Looking for a drink. Well, it'd just be my lucky day, too. Look what I come across. Dwarven ale.
I admire the spunk. But I know you ain't just here just to get free drinks off.
Oh, by all means, I'm pretty much here just to get free drinks off of you. Come on now, I'd take it as an insult on my character otherwise.
Yeah, you Marble Coasters always got some string attached. Something up your sleeve.
Whatever do you mean?
Oh, come on, you're from the Marble Coast. Don't try to deny you all the most silver tongues across all the seas.
Well, I mean, if it glitters, it must be treasure.
Permission to play a tavern folk song for the scene.
You may. And what kind of treasure are you looking for by tagging along with this slot?
Things that glitter and catch the eye.
If you really want something that glitters and shines, the way that Lothar dresses is certainly blinding.
I am just a rescuer. I like to rescue treasure from its boredom.
And do you really think someone like Lothar is going to help you find it?
Well, I mean, everybody's got to have a good hound dog or two. Something to sniff it out. I mean, if it glitters, it must belong to me.
Yeah, you best be careful with an attitude like that, little miss.
I am simply relocating things to a much more deserving chest.
All the glitters ain't always gold, and you may find yourself.
Yes, but I've learned. Steal a man's purse and he curses you. Buy him a drink first and he'll call you friend.
I take it that Lothar doesn't know about this side here, does he?
He's a little dull. He's one of those that likes the ego to be stroked. But he's not a bad guy, don't get me wrong. He's got a good heart in him. And he might go somewhere one day. So, you know, ain't a bad idea to hold on to them coattails and ride it up.
I admire a lass who's got courage and the kind of brassness you do, but don't get too ahead of yourself. Greed often leads to a downfall, and a very bloody one at that.
Oh, greed isn't my sin.
What exactly are you, gluttony, eh?
Gluttony, I won't say it. Wrath. Wrath has a bigger impact on me, I think.
Wrath? You? I mean, sure, you seem a bit violent. Why do you say that?
Everybody has their dark side.
I find it very hard to believe that slimy creature has one.
I don't think that slimy creature's as dark as you think. Besides, the other side of it seems to have some intelligence. Actually, it seems to have all the intelligence. That thing's more like a pet, though. Although it did cost me today. Don't let it see anything shiny around here. I mean, I made a
Why
little
not?
bit off of it, but it takes anything shiny. Anything. So if you miss something shiny, check the blue creature.
Well, I guess it's a good thing we weren't crazy enough to carry valuables aboard this ship.
What are you talking about? The rum's right here. Who needs gold when you got rum? Well, actually, I'll take both.
Well, I'm gonna take a wild guess that creature ain't gonna look at rum and think shiny. And even if it
No.
does, it'll just drink itself into a tizzy and pass out.
I'm not even sure it can get drunk.
Everyone can get drunk.
How does it drink? And
I
wouldn't
don't know.
alcohol deliquefy the thing or something? Wouldn't it turn it into a puddle of liquid?
Don't look at me. I'm not familiar with slime creatures. You're the one traveling with it.
The way that word was said, that got me. Slime creatures.
Oh no, but that thing really pissed off that crazy lady.
Crazy? What are you talking about?
The crazy lady that keeps popping in to summon them creatures that destroyed the town back there.
I was there for the attack. I don't remember no crazy lady or anything.
She took a kid hostage. She was crazy. Threatened to kill a kid. The blue creature stole the artifact from them. So,
Are you sure you didn't hit your head real hard back during the attack?
I mean, I don't remember hitting my head real hard. Who knows? The whole town was falling apart.
I think one of the buildings must have fallen on your head. I'm talking crazy.
Crazy is as crazy does.
Plenty of proof of that.
Well, then crazy should do as I do and get some more booze in him.
I'll drink to that. Pour another cup. So what are you doing here? You surely couldn't have come all this way to duel Lothar in the Battle of the Bands.
Lothar wasn't exactly the only band we fought against, but technically speaking, we did just come out for the battle.
Huh.
You know, it is a pretty big event after.
So besides music, what do? You got to have some other occupation.
Well, we used to. Yeah,
We used to be
we used to
Avengers
be
like you,
miners.
so I took an arrow to the knee.
We used to be miners, like the rest of our family.
My ears.
My wieners.
See anything good down in the mines? Got any stories to tell?
His eyes suddenly bug out and he puts his drink down. None I care to share, really.
More like ghosts then, huh? We all seem to be haunted by things.
When my brother warned you about not telling anyone why you're going, there was a good reason. We weren't in that specific group as we split up to do our jobs. But I'll never forget what I heard right before the mine collapsed and they all died.
Big Bad John.
Oh.
The power behind the sound I heard. It's like something ancient had awakened. And it was not happy with us.
What did it look like?
I don't know. Never saw it. Only ever heard it.
What sound did it make?
You know, I have something for this.
Ooh.
Sounded like that.
Corey's just gonna drink. What are we getting ourselves into?
All of a sudden, you hear, I know Lothar's so awesome, is he? Yeah, he is. Oh, it's you. The Summer Sparkle just stare at Corey.
Hey, Summer, Sparkle, come have a drink with us. Timmy, Jimmy,
You
get the
were
girls
mean
a
to us
drink.
last time. What'd you call
Hey,
us?
anything to get
Concubines?
that off my mind.
Oh, concubines. Yeah. Lothar cleared it up. He made it clear you're not concubines.
We
My bad.
demanded an apology.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get you a drink.
Hmm.
Come sit with us. Come on. We want you around. Come sit with
They
us.
sit and they go, well, the Luther brand typically endorses water, but, don't tell them I'll have a drink.
It's free. It's free. Okay?
Look, you guys already paid the Zenit. If you want some booze, by all means, help yourselves. We're quite proud of it.
See? You girls work so hard promoting the Lothar brand. You deserve to take an any ounce little bit of time for yourselves and have a drink to nourish yourselves.
And Borin is
Yeah, you're
gonna toss
right.
a mug to both of them. And they are definitely gonna need to make might will checks the second they take a.
I think they're gonna have put one mug and fill it to the top with rum, and then stick 2 straws in it and start drinking each of them.
Okay.
Milkshake style.
They don't have stats, so do you want to just D8s?
Yeah, just roll 2d8 for them because
Both of
this
them,
is
or just
strong stuff.
one roll or 2
Make
rolls?
them just do one roll for both. Make it simple.
Hey, so kind of like I would say they get it down. They're like, and they start coughing. Like, that's pretty nasty.
That's because it's
Nasty.
your first one. They're new. They're new. Apologies for them. But, don't you want to see what happens when we get 2 or 3 in them? It gets better when the second one. Here, try another. Try another. Timmy, Jimmy, another round.
What's up with you guys
Adley,
anyway? She points at Timmy and Jimmy. You never talk, and you just follow her around all day.
they just kind of shrug and continue. They're good boys, I'll have you know. Jimmy has been my right hand as long as I can remember. And Timmy's like a brother. Timmy's usually up in the crow's nest swinging around like a monkey, though.
Oh, so you are on a ship, huh? Crow's Nest. Maybe the
I
rumors
am
aren't
shocked you know
true.
what a crow's nest is.
Everyone knows what a crow's nest is.
Try another drink. Take it. Take another.
No, we're good. Thank you for the drink. Do you have any water to wash it down?
Turns to the dwarf. They want water. Who drinks water? We're surrounded by water.
if you want clean drinking water, I can get it to you, I guess. But it's hardly fun.
That's okay. We have enough fun promoting the Lothar brand. Would you like some Lothar merch, Ragnarok? What's your name, anyways?
My name's Borin, and I ain't buying no competitors' merch.
That's true. You guys rock. Maybe we should collab. Maybe we should sell Ragnarok rock, give you a cut, or combine stands or something. Are you sure you don't want to do open for us?
Yeah, I'm sure. You can find somebody else. I'll already have a death
That's
sentence
okay.
anyways, as he takes
Thanks
another
for
drink.
thanks for letting us ride on the ship at least. But so why don't you want us telling people what our quest is?
He says nothing and just absolutely downs his mug, like chugging it as if to avoid saying anything.
Ladies, you can't just go around asking things like that.
Well, how are we gonna find out if we don't ask?
People don't like to talk. We were told not to tell anyone about it, and here you are breaking that rule right away.
It's not breaking it. He was part of the pact. He knows what's going on.
Tisk. What would Lothar
If he-
think of you two?
Lothar would think we're very smart and helpful. But anyways, if he doesn't want to tell us, that's fine. We won't bring it up again.
You wouldn't want to know anyways. You're walking into your own demise, lasses.
You know what? One time Lothar fought a bear and won, and we helped. Yeah. Summer, show him your scar. She lifts up her shirt, and there's 3 bear claws.
It's not a bear you'll have to worry about down there, laddies. It's not a bear.
Hang on. Show us again.
She lifts up her shirt, and there's 3 bears paw marks.
Corey just giggles.
Below the boobs, it's just her belly.
Little higher.
No, you pervert.
You sure you girls don't want another drink?
We're positive. That stuff's yucky anyways.
That's because you haven't had
Orange.
the second one.
Boris shoots the two a death glare.
You're being rude to our guest.
Oh, sorry. Is it rude to say the drink was yucky? We just didn't like it. It's not your fault or the drink's fault.
How dare you? You have no taste.
We don't normally drink, okay?
That's why you have to drink a second one. To make up for the first one that you disrespected.
That's okay. We'll stick with water. So tell us about Ragnarok. How'd you guys get together?
He goes back to his booze, just chugging away.
Did I say something?
He's just
Out of nowhere.
completely ignoring you
Okay.
two at this point.
Sure.
So I was thinking, Summer and Sparkle. I haven't signed that contract, and it's not a legit contract if Lothar's not there to sign it when I sign it. So we need to set that up sometime, you know?
Whatever. If you don't want to sign it, just say so.
I was asking for a contract signing, but if you two can't handle that, I'll talk to Lothar personally.
If the contract's solid, what do you want to negotiate about it?
I don't want to negotiate. I want a contract signing. Lothar has to sign it for the contract to be valid. You would know that if you knew anything, Summer.
I mean, go get Lothar. He's on the ship.
You're right. I'll go do that. I'm gonna go look for Lothar.
Lothar is standing on the deck, hands on hips, in full plate armor, full makeup on, combed, slick back hair with hairspray in it. He's like la 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 la. Hello?
Prime form, Lothar.
Oh, thank you. Have you seen Summer and Sparkle? They went off somewhere.
Yeah, they were down in the galley having a drink.
Oh.
You
Okay.
believe that's the first thing they did is got down to the galley and looked for the alcohol? My, those two are something naughty.
He smells the breath on the alcohol on your breath. And like, oh, okay, Corey, let's not have any female rivalry over me. It's okay. I know there's enough of Lothar to go around.
Well, I was thinking, Lothar, it would mean so much to me if I signed your contract and then you signed it and I got to keep it because it had your signature on it. And then, oh my goodness, can I have your signature on my contract?
Of course. That's when I receive it, I sign it. We all have to be in the same room. That's how it works. But
I tried to set it up with your assistants, Summer and Sparkle, and they said I should just come talk to you that they were busy drinking. So I came and found you.
Oh, you want to take care of that now? It's been a couple days. Like a lot of stuff happened. If you want to finish the contract now, that's fine. I mean, we have to amend it because it was just for the Battle of the Bands, and if you want an extension on it or
well, I was
sign
thinking
in
what we
with
could do
Lothar
is
permanently.
We could sign the contract as is right now, and then we can sign an amendment after. That way, the contract is still valid.
Sounds good to me.
All right, she pulls it out. She lays it out for him. Oh my goodness! I can't believe I'm getting your signature.
Yeah, and he signs it, dates it.
Corey signs it right after. I have something for you. Hey, just a second here.
And he says, "Okay, I guess I'll take the contract now since I'm the contract giver."
Yes, by all means. Find it. Oh,
I'll
that's
have
too
Summer
far.
and Sparkle read it over and make sure he didn't put anything too crazy in here.
Had it. Where did I put it?
Lothar signs. It's the Lothar brand now belongs to Corey Tempest.
That's pretty much what it said. I had it somewhere. I'm just
Battle of
there it
Masters
is.
and the Battle of the Court Case. Oh, we can all get guilty as sock and do a fake court case with Lothar.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my god.
Bro, how long have you had this typed up and ready? What?
I started this at the beginning of the session, was working on it while everyone was talking.
Oh, I just looked over and saw you drop a book in chat. What? Dedication is crazy right there.
I've been thinking on this for like 2 sessions on what to do with this contract.
Oh god. The hardest thing was how to get it by Lothar without Lothar knowing what it was.
Well, good thing Lothar, Summer and Sparkle will read contracts, or bad thing for him, I guess. They're on the hook for a lavish funeral if she dies. Or is legally too special to be ordered around.
Oh man.
Only Corey Corey can end the contract. That's not legally binding. That's not legally binding. In no court of law is that legally binding, but okay. I'll say someone in Sparkle will get up and read it and say, "Look, did you even read this when you signed it?" No. What do you mean? Only Corey can end the contract? That she can play any dice game in any dispute that she wants? That you can't order her around? How do I get out of this, girls?
Well, it
you
hasn't been
read
filed
it?
yet.
No. Oh, right here. I am the head accountant. I have to read it over and sign it first. Your signature is not the final signature on the loaded brand. I still have to sign it. So therefore, and she just exits out and rips it up.
Shu sees that and pulls out their contract. Can I rip this up too? Was someone supposed to sign this for me?
I mean, if they're not going to honor their contracts,
How about we have no more contracts? How about that?
Yay! And then Shu just shoves their contract into Bloop and watches it dissolve.
Bloop didn't even have one of these contracts.
Who was entrusted to keep hers?
Technically, Bloop wasn't even the one that signed her.
Yeah.
That means I get my soul back. Not that it was yours anyways, Lothar.
Lothar says,
I'll
"Summer,
have
this
you-
contract experiment is it's a failed experiment. We will go back to just a buddy system. We're all friends here. We don't need contracts." Summer says, "That's not how business works, Lothar."
neither nor how my contract works, Sparkle.
Beautiful.
It's ripped up. I didn't sign it. It wasn't binding anyways.
It's binding to Lothar.
Do you have another copy?
I have witnesses.
I didn't sign it. You didn't read the part.
And-
Subsection
and I
B
did- And
clause.
I didn't end the contract.
That's not binding in any court of law.
Soldier
You can't just hold make somebody sign and you can't. They have to be able to terminate willingly. You can have contract penalties.
Article 6, too special to be ordered around.
There's no more contracts, girl. Stop fighting over me.
Unless, of course, you have a dispute with me. You wouldn't happen to have a dispute against me, would you, Summer?
Of course I do. You called me
You
a
do?
concubus.
You do? Oh. Drinking contest, then. You and me, right now. Let's settle this.
I refuse.
Won that
This
dispute.
was an automatic loss.
I'm not a concubus.
No.
Concubus.
Not a concubus at all. You're right. You're much more of a groupie.
I'm not a groupie. I'm a #1 fangirl, okay?
Oh,
Someone
what did
clip
Bloop
that.
just? What did Bloop just do?
You'd say a cutlass is shiny, right?
Don't touch my cutlass.
Well, that's a 14 for Bloop to touch the cutlass.
I said, don't touch the cutlass. And what do you do?
Hey, nobody's been keeping an eye on Bloop this entire time.
Bloop needs a permanent babysitter.
Get off my side! I don't know what a cutlass does to you, but you got a 5 coming your way.
It just gets caught on the slime. Doesn't taste good. Blah!
Back. Go find your bucket.
Bloop found barrel.
Barrel. No.
Yeah.
No.
It had funny liquid in it.
Oh no.
Oh. What did you do? You didn't drink it all, did you? You little menace.
Sucked an entire booze
No,
barrel
Bloop.
dry.
How did you
I'm
find
gonna-
that magical artifact, anyways? That was incredible.
I'm gonna drown you in the ocean.
Eh?
The magical artifact. How'd you find it?
Matter of fact, I'll be right
With
back.
a bucket on my head.
Well, I guess something scientists can't explain.
That's it. Don't even worry about it. There's nothing on this damn boat.
There's not
Yeah.
even a boat on this boat.
I was looking for fishing supplies. I was gonna make you the lure.
Yeah.
Is this a rest scene?
This is a rest scene, so you may add your bonds.
I'm just
And
gonna get rid of
activities.
my bond of. Yeah, I'll do it to loyalty. I'll switch it to loyalty to Corey from mistrust.
I'm gonna
And then-
put loyalty to Shiny Rockman.
Shiny rock me.
Wait. I'm not insulting it. I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense. Then again, never mind. I just answered my own question. It doesn't make sense. It's Bloop.
I'm gonna do a bond of admiration to Thor. She was
And then,
inspired by his dedication.
if there is, once everyone has done their bonds, if there is nothing else before post game after that, I have a very brief ending cutscene.
Camp
There's
activities.
there's one thing I was gonna do is the camp activity.
Yeah, everyone settle on those now.
I'll go sleep soundly.
Okay.
You know what? I'm
And I
going to
guess I'll
go
roll
with.
for fatigue.
As much as I don't like doing it, it does make sense. It's reluctant, but it's true. I'm going to add a loyalty bond to Bloop.
Yeah.
That's because Bloop has what he she's the center of all quests at this point. She's answered every single question in a logical, reasonable, and positive way. And the runic Bloop is probably more true than anything else and anyone else. And anything anybody's ever said has been confirmed by runic Bloop. He's gonna try to follow Bloop more than anybody at this point.
I'm gonna
Just
take
almost
train.
reflexively. He's not
Noted.
gonna like it, but it's true. Camp activities. Yeah.
Yeah, these will be relevant as there will be some travel rolls made next
Yeah.
time before you actually arrive in the Dwarven Kingdom.
Where did I put this?
Journal?
I put mine in my journal.
That's where it should
I'll
be.
do
It is.
daydream.
All
Okay.
right.
So, Bloop's gamble expires.
That is correct. Unless you want to reteach gamble.
No, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. There's a reason for that. Okay. In which case, yeah, I'm going to sit with Shu. Shu, is there any kind of spell that you want from me? Single use.
Spell I would like from you. What spells do you have again?
Ah, here's one. Are you a big MP user?
Indeed, I am. So what you got?
Drain Spirit. You can
Oh, that
spend
would.
five MP to roll Insight Wisdom and collect high roll plus 15 mind points from the target.
Yeah, yeah, I would love that, considering all of my spells current are.
Okay, so I'll teach Chu a single use of Drain Spirit. Drain Spirit. I'm going to post that in the table, and that's of course Insight plus Willpower.
Nice, nice.
So yeah, you have a single use of that spell.
Drain Spirit is what it's called.
What's the high roll on that
Recover some
again?
MP.
15. High roll plus 15.
Yes.
All right, got it. I'll fill out the form.
And
Oh wait, no, it's right here.
and for leading it into next session, because we won't start it this session. As it gets it into night, the the scholar rune on Author will pulse and draw him to where Blue is. And she's gonna, and Bloop is just gonna be sitting on the ground. Yeah, just having that same casual pose as Runic Bloop had. And as Arthur does enter the room, the runes will come across also as he closes the door. So you want to learn more. And that can lead into next session with Bloop teaching them Arcanism.
Cool.
All right. Yeah, I like that as a party cliffhanger. And before we get into EXP and level up stuff, I'm just going to do a quick ending cutscene. As Athur shuts the door behind him in the Bloop's room, eager to learn more about the ways of Hanum, the camera leaves the ship and finds its way to the Dwarven Kingdom, flying through the cities and streets until it starts going down into the mine. stopping in a large caved-in area with blockades surrounding it. Two large red eyes peer out from the darkness, with billows of steam echoing out of the cave. And before the camera goes away and fades,
Pepper.